By not dismantling Iran's nuclear program, in a decade, this deal will give an unreformed, unrepentant, and far richer terrorist regime the capacity to produce many nuclear bombs. In fact, an entire nuclear arsenal with the means to deliver it. What a stunning, historic mistake. And Israel is not bound by this deal with Iran because Iran continues to seek our destruction. We will always defend ourselves.
All right, joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is MK Danon, former Deputy Minister of Defense, member of the Knesset, Likud Party member. Hello, Danny.
Hello, how are you, my friend?
Good, good to talk to you, very good to talk to you. Once again, Benjamin Netanyahu has proved what a marvelous, not only statesman, but leader he is. I mean, he did it in front of our Congress with his eloquent speech, and just his short reaction, official reaction to this deal was equally as eloquent and as forceful.
Well, absolutely. I think Prime Minister Netanyahu is saying the truth, and we are not happy with the agreement, and we should say what we believe. We have done it in the past, and we will do it in the future. And you know, Israel is like the canary in the coal mine. We are the first one to detect the danger, and that's what we are doing today. We are telling our allies it is a mistake. Do not sign this agreement. It will be a threat to your people, not only to the people in the Middle East. And also we should listen to the Saudis, to the Egyptians, to the Jordanians. They are all worried about this bad agreement.
You know, Barack Obama actually admitted at the press conference that he had the day after that Israel has a legitimate concern over Iran, a very legitimate concern. Yet here he is freeing up, put the nuclear issue aside for a second, which is hard to do. He's now funding Iran, if you will, by freeing up all kinds of monies to them, which they will now use to fund, among others, Hezbollah, who every 2 years, through Iran, attacks Israel.
Well, you have to look at the history of Iran and to understand what they are going to do with the money. And they proved it in the past. They are funding terrorist activities. They are funding Hezbollah. They are funding terrorist cells in the Sinai Peninsula, in Gaza. Even when you look at the bombing of the Israeli embassy in Argentina, you can make the connection between the funds that came from Iran. So yes, we are worried about it. We know that the money will go back to the terrorist organization. They will buy weapons, and it will be very hard for us to face these challenges.
I see there's a new poll out, which I don't have in front of me, but I did see it, so I don't know exactly whose poll it was, that almost half of Israel would favor a unilateral strike. Now, I don't expect you to weigh in on that, but when Benjamin Netanyahu said this deal does not, Israel is not binded by this deal, and they will do whatever they have to do to defend themselves, can we assume that that includes covert as well as overt actions?
We said it very clearly, and I will repeat it, that we keep all options on the table. We will not sign this agreement. We are not part of this agreement, and we will do whatever is necessary to protect our people. And I will tell you that now we understand that we should rely only on ourselves when it comes to the security of the Jewish people in Israel. And we have the capability to do that. We hoped to see a better agreement. Unfortunately, we will have to face it and deal it ourselves.
All right, let me ask you very quickly. The shooting that took place in Chattanooga, Tennessee, our recruitment centers, our bases in the United States, our soldiers are not allowed to carry arms. I know Israel's in a different neighborhood, but do you think it's a foolish policy not allowing Marines at a training center to carry arms to protect themselves?
First of all, we regret the loss of lives of those heroes here in Israel as well. It's in the news all over. And I think when you are facing radical Muslims attacking your soldiers, you should reconsider that policy. I know when I was a lieutenant in the army, I told my people, my soldiers, when you go home, you are also on duty. You also have to keep your eyes open. And unfortunately, we see it in the U.S. I will recommend your lawmakers to reevaluate this policy.
And very quickly, ISIS now with the attack in the Gaza in the Sinai against the Egyptian soldiers. We got 30 seconds. How close is ISIS moving to Israel?
Well, ISIS is a terrorist organization, and they are not a threat to Israel. We know how to deal with them, but we feel they're gaining better equipment, better technology, and they can attack many targets, not only in the Sinai. We are prepared to that scenario, but it's more of a threat to the Arab countries in the region. That's why I think it is a global issue that we have to face together with other nations.
Danny Danon, always great to talk to you. Hopefully we'll see you when you come to New York in September. Thank you very much. We're coming back with more, folks. Don't go away.